Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Bad Days. My name's Hassan.
I'm Isaiah.
We're going to talk about Kanye West because good old Yeezy's lost his mind. Sorry, not Kanye. He goes by Ye now.
It's just Ye.
Yeah,
Gotta respect his pronouns.
yeah. You gotta make sure to respect his pronouns. Khan/Ye, but he prefers Ye. That's the main one.
Yes.
So Kanye West, known anti-Semite, former musician, former married to business mogul Kim Kardashian, is busy getting hateful on Jewish people. You know, it opened with this beautiful, beautiful tweet that I'd like to just read to you guys if you don't mind. I don't even think I need to add anything as to why this is bad, but this is what kind of. Oh, you want to read this one? Oh, dramatic reading. Read it. Go for it. Go for it.
I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is, I can't actually be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew also. You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda.
Okay.
Dun,
So
dun, dun.
Yeezy's on a roll, I guess. Wow, yay. Speaking true to the people, I think, doing a really
Yeah.
good nuanced job of discussing the truth. Yeah, so he opens with this incredibly anti-Semitic thing, and he goes on a rant. He loses his Adidas sponsorship by publicly saying, Adidas can never fire me, bro. I could say the N-word. No, I could say the N-word. What did he say? He said a bunch of stuff.
He was basically, like, the gist of it was he couldn't be fired because he makes so much money for it.
Yeah, so then immediately they fired him,
Yeah.
and then he went to Skechers. And then they laughed him out the door because Skechers is owned by Jewish people.
Yeah.
He did no fucking research, and
See?
he's a moron. But yeah, he says a very anti-Semitic thing, which there's plenty to break down within just this statement alone and like all the other things that happen. The fact that he says DEFCON instead of DEFCON 4 or DEFCON 3, which is in reference. That's like a media reference. I don't know what the reference is from.
I still don't
I think
know.
from Star Trek.
I haven't looked it up yet, but
It
doesn't really matter what it actually means because I don't think Kanye even knew what it meant.
I think it literally is like a Star Trek reference. I accidentally looked up DEDCON. Hold on. DEFCON.
DEFCON 3.
It's a series of 5 progressive levels. Oh no, this is like a U.S. military thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a moron. You're right. It's not a Star Trek thing, guys. I don't pretend to be an expert. I just know I'm not an anti-Semite. So for those of you who are gonna fight me in this comment section, which we know will have you based
we'll
on
get
the
to the-
YouTube short I posted.
We'll get to the comments later.
Oh, we'll have a thing. But it said DEFCON, each a series of 5 progressive levels of alert used by U.S. Armed Forces. So he said, I'm going to go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. So he's an idiot, and he said DEFCON. Obviously, he meant DEFCON does not make it somehow better. And then things like black people are actually Jew also. I didn't realize Kanye was a black Hebrew Israelite, which if you guys don't know who that is, not this video.
Not this video, but it's actually surprising the amount of like rappers that are kind of into this thing.
There's like a subset of African American people that have been targeted in some weird way that now believe that they were the very first Jewish people, which you can be Jewish and black. That's a position of faith. You can convert to Judaism. You can't be Jewish by ethnicity. And black, you can be Jewish by ethnicity mixed and black. I think
you can't say that the people that came over through the Middle Passage and our American descendants of slaves were all like actually secretly Jewish people.
You can't do that.
That's the thing that's wrong.
There's this railroad park in Birmingham, Alabama. It's a beautiful place. Love to go on walks there. They have a Hero Donuts there. Great donuts. Love them. Love to go on walks there. There's a specific area that always has just a bunch of black guys in daishikis just marching around, and like they look ridiculous. Not daishiki. Daishikis aren't ridiculous.
No, not
these guys.
You gotta look them up.
I'm gonna pull up a picture while Isaiah, please give a little bit more.
I can describe them to you. But what they do is they stand on the street corner and like shout Bible verses. And if you're in New York, then they'll probably shout something really anti-Semitic.
Bro, New York was crazy. I'm walking down Times Square, and New York is just like an incredibly dense Jewish population. And there are these black Hebrew Israelites fighting this Jewish woman. They're like yelling, like they literally came to the point of violence. The police had to break it up, and they're yelling at her like, "Yo, we're more Jewish than you." And she goes, "What are you talking about?" Like she's like the most Jewish way I've ever heard anyone say anything. Like, "You're crazy, you're crazy."
Yeah, they'll like provoke people by saying that the Holocaust didn't happen. Like 2 Jewish people as they're walking by, they're like pieces of shit, all of them.
Oh, lordy, have mercy. What are we looking at here?
Oh, brother.
Good Lord.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
They're all cute.
There's a lot. There's a lot. Yeah, they're all kings, man. Just a lot. A lot of black Hebrew Israelites, I guess.
There are like some of them in Israel, in actual Israel, but they're not like the same as the ones that are doing this.
Hold on. I'm having we can't. Hold on. Let's do an intense zoom in on this.
Okay.
This is a crazy image to look at. These guys are cosplaying, bro. That's from Narnia. Is that not from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
There's a lot. It's a real thing, but the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe borrowed it. But
Okay, well, it's funny that they borrowed it from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
They look like a bunch of LARPers, which they are.
Well, yeah, their live action role playing is Jewish people, and I guess Kanye West, Yeezy, the man who wrote Graduation, subscribes to this theology in a very interesting way. So he goes on a tear, very anti-Semitic, loses sponsorships. Basically, he's publicly saying he hates Jewish people. He gets banned on Twitter. Well, here comes the king and Lord Savior himself, Elon Musk.
Lord Elon.
Elon.
Saving free speech in the West.
He came back to save free speech in the West by bringing back Twitter.
Yes.
He bought Twitter for an obscene... He overpaid for Twitter big time. He made blue check marks public to the masses. If you want blue check mark, pay for it for $8. Some people are blue check mark and then gray check marked because they're an official account. And you can like click on someone's profile and then tap on their check mark to see what kind of check mark are they. It's silly. I know it made, the thing is like Twitter for the longest time has lacked a mutuals and friends tab, which is what was requested, and it would kind of get rid of the need for a blue checkmark. But a lot of celebrities, TikTokers, YouTubers, creators, streamers, they need their blue checkmark on Twitter to communicate. Well, they can't do that anymore because of beautiful Elon. But so good old Elon Musk, beautiful, amazing, talented, multi-millionaire man, billionaire man. Oh my God, which makes him a resident expert on all things expertise. He reinstates Donald Trump by using a Twitter poll to have people vote for it. He was going to do it regardless, and then he reinstates Kanye West. And you think that's going to be the end of it, but Kanye comes out swinging. First thing he does is he posts a bunch of tweets, just names and pictures of Jewish people that he likes.
I think the first thing he said was like shalom with a smiley face.
Shalom with a smiley face, then names and pictures of people like. Then he took a month off, and then he came back. Oh, he came back.
Swinging.
Came back swinging with a lot more stuff, but he recently did Alex Jones's show, which, if you don't know, Alex Jones runs the show called Infowars.
Famous for denying that school shootings happened.
Yeah.
And being sued for it.
Being sued and losing, I believe. Losing that lawsuit. So he's a discredited, lying conspiracy theorist monster. He literally harassed the parents of the... Newton? I don't remember what the name of the elementary school is.
Sandy Hook,
it was Sandy Hook. Sandy Hook. It was the Sandy Hook elementary shooting. He denied that, harassed the parents of it. So the parents sued him, and they won. So that's a lovely thing to put out there to discredit Alex Jones just off rip. Kanye West does Alex Jones' show.
Because we're going to make him look a little bit better just by the nature of what the interview was like.
Yeah, which is crazy. And other things Kanye West has been up to, he's been hanging out with Nick Fuentes, which, would you tell us who Nick Fuentes is for a moment?
Nick Fuentes is a Nazi, a neo-Nazi. He was a big part of the whole Unite the Right crowd, and he's been around for quite a while, usually on like mainly internet places. That's where he's known for, this internet Nazi kind of guy.
Yeah, internet Nazi guy. So I believe he's on this with him. Actually, he's not. He doesn't talk in any of the clips, but he's there. He's there, just being like, I'm Kanye's little guy now. Kanye went from, I saw a tweet that was like, Kanye went from partying with what do you call it? Jay-Z and Pharrell Williams, The Club, to being at a hibachi in a strip mall with Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, buddy.
A lot of interesting things going on, but he said a lot of crazy stuff over on Alex Jones' show. And we're just gonna talk. We're just gonna watch it and we're gonna commentate as we go on it.
Listen and see.
Because it's crazy. It's wild. It is truly the most wild shit I've ever heard in my entire life.
And then we're so-called free, but we're never free. And we're Republican, but then we're...
He's wearing a gimp suit.
Yeah,
he's wearing a fucking gimp suit.
He doesn't want the media to find out that it's him, and to pin him down.
Yeah, the Jewish media, by the way, the Jewish people own the media.
The three thing, that's like an anti-Semitic thing with like three parentheses around like someone's name.
Really?
Yeah, it's like it means they're Jewish.
Interesting.
The more you know.
The more you know, yeah. But he looks incredible. Obviously, very handsome guy.
turned to Democrats at the MLK JFK time, right? And we're told we're black, and they made songs that said, "Say it loud, say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud." And then crack came. And then rappers started saying, "What's up, my nigga? I'm a nigga. You a nigga." It's, okay, I'm a nigga then. Wait a second. I thought nigga was bad a second ago.
All right, I got to stop it here. So he mentioned how crack came. And that is a bit of a talking point in the black community about how crack cocaine was kind of put into our communities a little bit on purpose. But
It was 100% on purpose.
Yeah. But he's taking that, and this is what a lot of them do. But he's taking that one bit of truth and kind of extrapolating it to whatever kind of, I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about right now. But whatever kind of narrative he's trying to spin that we're being lied to about our identity, which is go ahead.
Untrue.
Untrue.
But that's the thing. I think a lot of these comments and these videos and his supporters and honestly supporters of anything that is like this level of vitriol, they really stand on the legs of just like not knowing about what they're talking about. Like it's like a slim bit of history, and they're like, "Oh, well, you know, this didn't actually happen because da 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 da." And a lot of people really want to believe in conspiracy theories right now for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. I have some personal anecdotal experience of a guy who used to be a friend of mine posting like vaccine misinformation on his story, and he was he's a small creator, but I knew him just as a person I know in my hometown, and I called him out on it, and we were having a back and forth dialogue. He talked about how it was his grandmama's old back home remedies that healed him growing up, and that was the only way for real healing to happen. That doctors and the government were lying, and billionaires like Bill Clinton were giving vaccines in Uganda, like a lot of crazy shit. And then he asked me this poignant question. He was like, "Well, hey, if vaccines, if there's like
No.
okay," so he says, "If science was only invented several years ago, so how did the slaves survive?"
Good question. How did they survive?
In his pea-brain mind, I guess every slave ever survived getting across the ocean. No, the fuck they did not. In the words of Killmonger, "Bury me with my ancestors in the oceans."
Epo landing. Look it up.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga is fine. That's what the feds told us to call ourselves. And then even Beyonce, we never thought she called herself a bitch. Missy said, "Hey, I'm a bitch." Everyone says I'm a bitch. Okay, now our black women are bitches. So we're bitches and niggas now, right? I'm a nigga, you a bitch. I've even said this in my raps. So I wake up and I look at my phone and they say Ye's an anti-Semitic. So I said, okay, well, I'm an anti-Semitic. No, you.
Okay, so he's leaving out a key detail. I don't know what point in the story he's talking about, but the context really doesn't matter here. You don't have to put it in context. I guess he's saying that like the government made us call ourselves degrade ourselves as black people.
I always, my understanding of it, and I don't know what the historical context is, it's like, obviously the N-word, degrading word, primarily used by slave owners as well as just people to degrade people of color and black people extraneously throughout history. And then when rap came about and came into prominence, they took the word back to bring it as a position of power.
It was around, but black people have been referring to ourselves as that word for a while before rap, but rap kind of popularized it in the lexicon.
Yeah. And then I don't know, he's going on this tangent about like women calling themselves bitches and Beyonce calling herself a bitch, which is like,
yeah, that's the thing. It's like so don't demonetize, but it's like it's niggas and bitches. That's how we refer to ourselves. It's like in the most degrading way possible.
Yeah, but it's also like it's a position of taking words back. I don't personally want to take the term terrorist back. Be like, "What's up, terrorist brother?" That feels like bad and not what I'd like to do. Yeah. But I definitely know of several communities do it. Lots of communities do it. Like I don't want to say there's phrases used to degrade Latino and Mexican and Latinx, which apparently they don't like to be called Latinx. It's just like a weird American society things. But whatever it is, there's several terms to degrade them that they call amongst each other. Yeah, that's just a very normal thing. I think slut was a term that was used to degrade women for a long time. I know a lot of women that are like wear shirts that say slut, and
they go on slut walks.
Yeah, they go on slut walks or hot girl walks. There's so many different things that it seems like a very common thing to just
reclaiming is very common. But
it's a great principle.
What Kanye is trying to do is like anything that he doesn't like, and this is what a lot of black conservatives do with black culture. Anything they don't like about it, they kind of blame on the elites making us turning us into degenerate and bringing us away from who we truly are. And that's he's a part of the same strand of that. Is what he's saying right now.
Said you said I'm an anti-Semitic. Get it? You understand what I'm saying?
Does he look like this, bro? He looks
Bring
insane.
in the
Looking blacker than ever.
clowns. There will be clowns.
I tell you what, let's play that Frank Sinatra clip for a minute.
They are clowns. There will be clowns.
Alex Jones saving the day, saving Kanye. From
The fact that Alex Jones is putting him on in the first place is just
Yeah,
legitimately wild. And that's the start of what is just like a vehemently anti-Semitic, anti-Jewish situation.
Yes. There are more clips.
There's a
here.
lot more clips. We'll go. This one is a quick little 13-second clip.
This is juicy 13 seconds right here, though.
You know, it's like he had a really cool outfit and stuff, and he was a really good architect. And
So you're in love.
Talking about Hitler, by
He's
the
talking about fucking Hitler. He's talking about
Yeah, he's talking
guys.
about Adolf Hitler.
He's talking about Adolf Hitler, and not. There's no other Adolf Hitler. I hope that's clear. He's talking about the one that exterminated 6 million Jewish people during the Holocaust, which
way. Not allegedly. That definitely
not
happened.
the fact that people keep saying allegedly anywhere. Go die.
Go die.
To those people who somehow don't believe in the fucking Holocaust, you fucking suck. You suck so bad. Go fuck yourself. You and Ned Fulmer.
With the look of it.
And he didn't kill 6 million Jews. That's just like factually incorrect. You know,
Yeah,
it's
so
like he had a
that's-
really cool.
That's the end of that one.
That is
I'm not going to go into why the Holocaust actually happened.
I think that there's plenty of historical
At this
documents as
point-
well as physical evidence,
At this
man.
point, if you don't want to believe it, then you just it's not because you looked into anything, not because you're being smart. It's just because you're anti. So you just don't like Jewish people all that much.
Okay, guys. So I was out of town today, so I had Zay do research to like get us all the clips and stuff. And we're missing some. There's some that I saw that I was like, I really want to use that clip, so I went to go look for them. What, dude?
The quotes.
This is the craziest thing that I've ever watched in my life.
I don't think Hitler was a good guy. I get the Hugo Boss uniforms, amazing. But I mean, just because you're in love with the design, you're a designer. Can we just kind of say like you like the uniforms, but that's about
No,
it.
there's a lot of things that I love about Hitler. A lot of
There's Nick
things.
Fuentes in the
I don't think-
side right there nodding his head. Like,
Bro,
oh, yeah,
there's a lot of things I love.
This man is just
What the fuck? He's lost his goddamn mind. He's insane.
CNN says white people are evil Nazis. So I mean, I disagree with both statements, but I get the pros.
I don't like the word evil next to Nazis. I think we need to look at.
Oh my goodness! Just because you don't like one group doesn't mean the other. But look, it's
I
fine.
love Jewish people, but I also love Nazis.
Alex Jones is laughing at you.
Well, I have to disagree with that. Well, CNN says white people are evil
that's
Nazis.
it.
Well, I have to disagree with that.
have to disagree
This
with
guy
that.
like watched a child school shooting happen and was like, nah, that's not real, and harassed parents for a decade. Heard Kanye West say this and went at Kanye. Like, how is that the fucking clearest thing that he's
And
lost his mind?
I couldn't find this clip, but there is a part about him discussing how his father was like he liberated, not his father, Alex Jones's grandfather liberated one of the camps, and he like saw Jewish dead bodies. Now he tells the story on the show.
I don't know if I can show this publicly. I mean, we'll try. We'll try.
I mean, you can blur it out. You
All
can
right.
like a little blurry square, can't you?
So that's enough for Kanye West clips. It's worse than that. There's more. There's a lot more actually. But we're gonna go at the end of all this, right? Everyone's watching this interview. The backlash is happening. So Kanye posts, "Yay, 2024," along with his brand new swastika, fresh from the Yeezy headquarters, fresh off the presses in Adobe Photoshop. He made I guess this is the Star of David plus the swastika. Cannot begin to describe how fucking disgusting and abhorrent that is.
You shouldn't do it.
And that this was tweeted thanks to fucking Elon Musk, because Elon Musk let him back onto Twitter. Kanye shortly after leaks his text message from Elon Musk. One thing I really want to bring your all's attention to, barely even 1%. His phone will die like moments from now. Kanye's phone died after
Gotta
this.
get it in. Gotta get the message
Elon
in.
hit him with a sorry, but you have gone too far. This is not love. Kanye's new modern swastika design, and then he responded with, "Who made you the judge?" And then he was promptly banned from Twitter.com once
Kanye
again.
was fine with him being the judge earlier when you let him back on the platform. But
Yeah, and now he has has an issue with it. So
Now Elon might be Jewish too.
Elon might be one of the Jewish media.
No.
The Jewish media runs every the things he says. They sound so insane, and if you believe it, you're extra crazy. So I see a little bit of this, and I have a lot of Jewish friends. I have a lot of Jewish creative friends, as well as just people in my life. And a lot of people decided when the first anti-Semitic stuff came out, some friends of mine included, that were like, yeah, but he wrote Graduation. He's just a crazy person. He needs good people in his life. He needs help. He's past that. He's far beyond that. He's a fucking terrible person.
And at this point, the help has to come when he's like not an artist that's in public anymore.
Yeah, that's why I posted this YouTube short to briefly discuss the situation. And it's a doozy. Welcome back to Bad Days. Let's talk about Kanye West, because if it wasn't crazy enough that he was tweeting things like he wants to go DEFCON 4 on Jewish people, yes, DEFCON, not DEFCON, because he's a fucking moron. Here's what he had to say when he was on another terrible human beings podcast last night.
You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also. I love everyone. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler.
You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve.
I cannot even begin to describe how mad that makes me. Adolf Hitler was responsible for killing nearly 6 million Jews during the Holocaust. You're going to say that?
Let me correct myself.
For
Over
everybody
6
still
million.
defending Kanye West because they like the song Graduation,
It's an
shut
album.
the fuck up and draw a line in the sand, because this has gone too fucking far. Deplatform him and get him mental health help. This is fucking sickening. I said the song Graduation, it is an album.
Wow, you don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
do
that
you?
was one of the several comments that I got. I misspoke, but I think the comments on this are very interesting. So let's scroll through some of the comments, because I think these comments are very telling. First of all, we have Mr. Peanut Butter wearing a MAGA hat. If you guys don't know, Mr. Peanut Butter, beloved show BoJack Horseman, definitely not a Trumper in that show. Actually, maybe, I don't know. That character is meant to be stupid, and someone agrees with me. It is the most cursed image I've seen. But I want to try and find there's some comments on here that is just detestably problematic and like a level of insane. Okay, this one right here. He meant DEFCON, not DEATHCON. But I think you know that, which I literally say in my video. I open it with, he said DEATHCON, but he meant DEFCON. He's a moron. He did not say that. He loved Hitler, as you can see from this video that we just watched. Multiple times he said he loved Hitler. You're purposefully misrepresenting what he said, like most people. And then he got some replies where I was I quoted it. And finally, some with a clear analysis. There's still hope on Earth.
So what I want to point out is like what a lot of people do that defend Kanye and or defend any kind of stupid idea. They'll point out like one misstep that you did and then say, hey, you don't understand what you're talking about. You don't understand what he's saying, but they never actually dive into what he's saying.
And I'd like to say I did not misstep either. So Josh's channel with the "Don't Tread on Me" profile picture. You'll learn, kid. Start thinking for yourself.
That shit too.
He commented that twice. I think he said yourself and then yourself 2 words. Still don't believe in deplatforming, but yeah, he needs help. This guy said, shut the fuck up and draw a line in the sand. How about you go back to the sand? I love Kanye's supporters really showing their true color. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Jewish people have to chill out. What happened? Jewish people have to chill out. What happened, happened. Just like slavery happened to black people for centuries. If they were still angry like this guy, it would be ugly. We need to stop hating each other and stick together for a better future for us and those who aren't born yet. Just smoke some weed, bro. It'll help you feel better.
White.
Yes. No. Free speech, man. The only way you know what these type of people think is to let them speak. Stop trying to hide what they're saying. You need to hear it. So don't support guys you don't agree with. That's kind of the point of free speech. There's a difference between free speech and having a platform, and I think it's important. It's accountability culture, not cancel culture.
We absolutely do not have to take every single idea seriously.
Black guy. So your channel's sitting and complaining about the words of more successful people than you? Gotcha.
Oh my God, the dick riding is crazy, bro.
Yeah, it is. It is. Way to meat ride,
he makes
bro.
more money than you, bro.
And I thought the Soups meat riders from my last video were rough. Hey, look at what we got here. He builds roads for examples. Y'all don't get his point. Make it more obvious that people are actually brainwashed. They're talking about fucking Hitler here.
Yeah, that's the Autobahn myth. For
Trump 2024. Stefan Wagner said, not sure if I've ever heard one of his songs, let alone made a purchase. So canceling him, ... I don't really give an F. Oh, my bad. Stefan
I
Wagner.
forgot you were the only person.
Sorry, I make videos for Stefan Wagner.
That's crazy.
Dude, that's crazy, bro. Wow. Stefan Wagner. And then someone said, this totally wasn't just clipped together. I urge you to watch the full fucking context.
It's gonna be worse.
It's gonna be so much worse than my clips.
And anyone that's saying that, and anyone's gonna be in our comment section saying that, I want you to like please go into deep detail about what context this is okay in.
Please explain to me when it is okay to hate
for
Jewish
you.
people. We'll respond. We'll make a follow-up video for all I care. And we had Sean Tallman wrapping up with tool. You're a tool. You libtard.
You're a tool for the Jewish elites.
Oh man, the Jewish media. Whatever. I've had my fill of this.
Really excited to get our George Soros check after this.
Oh, yeah. I doubt this video will be seen by a lot of people, but if it is, let's keep the discourse going. Let's do what we can to hold people accountable in our own little circles. And if we have friends that do things that are like in support of Kanye West, show them this or try and show them the clips so they can understand the ramifications of a guy like this. Because supporting a guy like this is anti every Jewish person ever. And that's heartbreaking. Jewish people went through enough. The genocide of over 6 million people. A genocide. Do you know what that word means, guys? It's a fucking big, heavy word that means the murdering of an entire race of people. It's insane that we tried to do that history tried to do that. And it's not just American history books. A lot of people in the comments will be like, well, American history lied to y'all. We had some people on Twitter saying that to me. It's not just American history that has said this. Every other country's history reported on this. Germany reported on this. They do not perpetrate themselves as the hero of World War II. They showcase how they were taken over by a fucking monster. And here we have a guy like Kanye West trying to bring back the fucking Third Reich.
I say if you want to look into it, don't just watch some YouTube video about it.
Yeah.
Actually do some research.
There's Holocaust museums. Go visit them. Read books on them. There's so many different ways to get research on this. We are not experts by any stretch of the imagination. I just wanted to talk about the story. And I think that there's a lot more to explore with this. So I urge you guys to look into this. Truly, I usually end these videos with your bad days are your best stories, except for you, Ned Fulmer from the Try Guys. Go fuck yourself. And then, but I think that would be disingenuous this one. Obviously, Ned Fulmer, go fuck yourself. But yeah. I think it's important to highlight, like, Kanye is a villain. And if you support this type of villain, you're going down a path of no redemption down the road in your life. You really need to look inwards because, God, man, if you don't think there's Jewish people in your life, you must live in a homogenous society, man. Jewish people are everywhere, and they're wonderful and beautiful, just like every race, creed, and nationality is at their core because they're just people. They're humans. But I digress. I've kind of had enough of this fucking rabbit hole, this half-hour video. We'll be returning tomorrow with the Bad Days podcast. So I will catch you guys later. I'm Hassan.
I'm Isaiah.
We hope your bad days are your best stories. Bye.